Sup, you beautiful bastards? Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show. And even though I just got in off of my red-eye flight, I didn't sleep last night, we're gonna do this. I missed your faces, and there's a story I really need to get out to the nation today. But also a quick heads up before we jump into everything. If my ability to tolerate stupid bullshit all-time low when I don't have sleep. In case you're one of the people that are like, I know it was hard, but I'm glad Phil kept it, like, respectful. Anyway. But all of that said, the first thing I want to talk about today, the most requested story of the day, is that CNN has bought Casey Neistat's company, Beam. If you don't know, on top of Casey Neistat's wildly successful vlog, he had a startup called Beam. Beam was an app that was like a minimalist Snapchat story. Instead of sharing like this, you shared by putting this here, and it filmed what you were experiencing. It had a very successful launch, but then quickly dipped, most likely due to it not having that many features. And it jumping into a space where honestly, there was just too much competition. Snapchat was already huge, then we saw Instagram adopting Snapchat features. It seemed like Beam never really found its footing. Like I said, despite that, the news today is that CNN has purchased Beam, which you may wonder why. Why would they buy a seemingly failed app, which by the way, they are now shutting down? Well, this is what we would call an acqui-hire. They're acquiring the company not specifically for the app, but more likely just for the people and maybe some of the tech. CNN is getting Casey and the 12-man Beam team. And that team is now part of a new startup company that is an extension of CNN. Also, for those of you out there wondering how much it sold for, the Wall Street Journal says that people familiar with the deal say that it was valued at $25 million. But a big point they seem to be trying to make is that it's not CNN. A big part of the deal seems to be that Neistat and the team will have full creative control over this new project. What does seem to be an easy guess, though, is that this will be consumption of news or taking in the world in some way. Neistat said in an interview, "A huge part of my particular audience sees news and media as largely broken. My dad sees it as the word of God, but I think the young people definitely do not." And that's accurate. We've talked about the past few weeks. All people, but especially young people, do not trust the news. And a lot of people have asked me what I've thought about this deal. Some people also said, is this why you mentioned the 16-month thing in that Thursday video? No, seeing this story this morning was the first time I heard about it. I'm not connected in any way. And I know that after Casey made his Hillary Clinton video, he became a very polarized figure on this site. Even with that, I don't know the numbers in this deal, but I think it's a smart move for CNN. Depending on how involved Casey is, I think this is as smart as when BuzzFeed got Ze Frank. Now, if that name doesn't mean anything to you, most likely you're one of the newer viewers, and that's fine. Ze Frank is a big reason why I even created my show way back in the day. A few years ago, he was acquired and hired by BuzzFeed, and now he's the president of BuzzFeed Entertainment Group. You get a really smart guy that really understands the specific thing that he's doing, and he hopefully makes your company better. As far as if this is going to be successful and fail, and people are already throwing out those predictions, we don't even know what it is yet. If it is a focus on news coming from the actual people living it, I think it has the most potential, because if their goal is to bring in that viewer, bring in that person that does not trust the news, and I say this as someone who likes his content, I like him as a person, he might not be the person for that. For many, his Hillary Clinton video that blew up locks him in a "this is always going to be liberal" box. But that is also speculation on a thing that does not exist yet. And even if it did slant more liberal, how would that make it different than pretty much any news site out there right now? All of them lean one way or the other. A lot of those are damn successful. Maybe they're not looking to reinvent the wheel, but just hit a new audience. Like all creators I see on YouTube doing big things, I'm hopeful and I'm excited for it. I hope that it's great, especially because everyone will be watching. But of course, like with everything on this show, I'd love to know your opinion. Are you excited about this? Yes? No? Do you think this is gonna be something new? Do you think it's just gonna be more of the same? I'd love to know what you think and why. And from there, I wanna share some stuff I love today. And today in Awesome, brought to you by the Have a Great Fucking Cyber Monday sale. You've been asking for them, so as of right now till tomorrow at midnight Pacific Standard Time, you can jump in on the incredibly limited sale on the Have a Great Fucking Day Pocket Tee, clean and dirty, the Have a Great Fucking Day slip-on shoes, and a brand new sports hat. It's the hat that says, I don't necessarily understand the scoring system, but our team's the best. Our team of millionaires is way better than the other team of millionaires, or soon-to-be millionaires unless they get injured. And everything they worked for the first 20 years of their life, I mean, it was for nothing. Oh my God, why'd I go into the draft early? I should have gotten a degree. My life's over. You know, fun stuff. Available till tomorrow at midnight, and if you go to the page, there's probably a coupon code there. And the first bit of awesome is I posted a brand new vlog where, well, I didn't break anything in this one. No thing. I have to double check it. Like I said, I just got off a plane. I do know that at one point I did chase employees with a drone. Felt like I was hunting human. It was very exciting. Then I gotta show some love to the Cards Against Humanity guys who, they never disappoint when it comes to stupid, pointless BS. For Cyber Monday, they had a holiday hole campaign. People gave money to the company, and as long as money kept coming in, they would dig a hole. And you might say, Phil, that's stupid. And I would say, yeah, $100,000 plus stupid. That's how much they raised, $100,573. It also probably would have gone on for a lot longer, but as time went on, dollars that were donated did less. The top donation came in at $1,750. There's just something so fantastic about this stupid. I appreciate it, because rather than just pointing it out, they have embraced it. Then, if you're one of the people that was pumped about the video game No Man's Sky and then you were greatly disappointed, they just released a new update which they featured in a video, and it's actually pretty cool. It's called the Foundation Update. They've made general tweaks to the game. They also created a creative mode where you can just build, everything's free. Survival mode if you want to really make it hard on yourself. And you also now get base building on a planet that you have now declared your home, and a bunch of other features. It seems like more of a full actual game now. Or at the very least, great first steps of trying to get good with the people that feel like they were wronged by the company. Then Wes Anderson put out a just under 4-minute short film for H&M, and it's great. Like, not even just as an ad, just as a cute little short. Also, side note, Wes Anderson, if you could stop making every single shot look so beautiful. I don't care if some people think it's a gimmick. It is gorgeous. Then in a video, I'm not gonna feature any of the footage because my video will get taken down. I gotta give props to the people out there who have already made compilations of people losing their mind on Black Friday. And I don't even watch these videos to laugh anymore. It's just, I just watch these videos as a reminder, like, oh yeah, don't go out there on Black Friday. This is gonna be a nightmare. So thank you for doing that. And of course, if you wanna see the full versions of everything, I shared the secret link of the day. Anything at all. Links as always are in the description down below. And then let's talk about good old Donald Trump in the news. Oh, good old president-elect. Why was he in the news? Oh, first thing up, Fidel Castro of Cuba died. Tons of world leaders had reactions. Trudeau of Canada was ridiculed for being too lenient and too open to the dictator, or to some president. Some, like our current president and White House, went pretty even, saying in a press release, "At this time Fidel Castro's passing, we extend a hand of friendship to the Cuban people. We know that this moment fills Cubans in Cuba and in the United States with powerful emotions, recalling the countless ways in which Fidel Castro altered the course of individual lives, families, and of the Cuban nation." And in great contrast, President-elect Donald Trump tweeted, "Fidel Castro is dead!" The only way that tweet is more callous is if he tweeted a meme. Like if he posted, "My face when I found out Fidel Castro is dead," and it was fucking like Yosemite Sam shooting guns. Or he started the hashtag Fidel Castro is over party, and he posted a gif of him arriving like an elegant queen. But also to my reaction while I'm like, oh my god, that's a world leader's reaction. For the most part, the people that voted for him don't care about him being politically correct, and on the left, I think a lot of people are just numb at this point. So there was that, and then you had Green Party candidate Jill Stein trying to get a recount in 3 states. It was initiated by Jill Stein. The Clinton camp said that they will also participate in it, and Donald Trump's response to this is that this is essentially a sad scam, saying this is a scam by the Green Party for an election that has already been conceded. The people have spoken and the election is over, and as Hillary Clinton herself said on election night, in addition to her conceding by congratulating me, we must accept this result and then look to the future. It is important to point out that with the help of millions of voters across the country, we won 306 electoral votes on election day, the most of any Republican since 1988. And we carried 9 of the 13 battleground states, 30 of 50 states, and more than 2,600 counties nationwide, most since President Ronald Reagan in 1984. All 3 states were won by large numbers of voters, especially Pennsylvania, which was won by more than 70,000. And then, seemingly in response to the people and articles pointing out that he lost the popular vote by over 2 million votes now, he once again said that he campaigned based on the system and rules that were in place, that if the election was based on popular vote, he would have campaigned much differently, adding, and this is a true beauty, "In addition to winning the Electoral College in a landslide, I won the popular vote if you deduct the millions of people who voted illegally. Serious voter fraud in Virginia, New Hampshire, and California, so why isn't the media reporting on this? Serious bias, big problem." How do you say that everything is rigged, but then you win, you're like, no, everything's legit? And you're saying the people have spoken, there is no need for a recount, but also P.S. there are millions of votes that were casted illegally in the system that I won legitimately. If you're saying there is a serious voter fraud problem, your words, to the extent of millions of people, your words and numbers, how do those things coming out of your mouth equal recount is ridiculous? It's like you went into the Super Bowl saying that the refs in this game are paid off, that's why we're probably gonna lose. But then you won and people were like, hey, let's look into refs being paid off, and you're like, why? Obviously the only refs being paid off and shenanigans taking place were going to be against me. Even though this would be a huge problem for our game, aka our democracy, there's no reason to look into it because I won, we're done. Onward, upward. And personally, I think this is a win-win-win. Could this just be a move by Jill Stein to make her relevant for the future? Sure, but she could also have genuine concerns about our votes. We had a candidate saying that the whole system was rigged until he won and he was like, nah, never mind. We're so awesome, we beat the rigged system. If you beat the rigged system, it's a shitty rigged system. So there's that. Then for the Hillary Clinton supporters out there, if you are skeptical of the numbers, hopefully this gives you some closure. If the numbers are wrong, it shows that there is a serious problem with our system. But for this to actually have some sort of effect other than, oh, that's interesting, is that you'd have to swing the votes in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. So you get an answer or you don't. And to the Republicans and or Trump supporters, voters, this is a win for you too. One, hopefully you care that votes are being counted. And two, if the votes are valid, you can fully embrace your drinking liberal tears memes. Because as of recording this video, $6.275 million of most likely liberal voters has been donated to this cause. So if it's all legit like you think, they just waste a shit ton of money. Main point, if you're saying that there are over 3 million illegal votes, that seems like something we should look into. Because Donald, in 4 years, and let's be honest, it's gonna really be more around 2, because that's when everyone's gonna start getting riled up about the next election cycle. You're gonna have to run for president again. And in a lot of those swing states, if you haven't come through on what those people feel like you promised them, maybe next time they don't swing your way and you're like, I had the chance. I had the chance to show people that I actually believed the words that were coming out of my mouth, and yet I seemingly didn't do anything about this scam-filled, rigged system. Then, did you guys hear that 30 minutes of transsexual porn aired on CNN? Yeah, at least that's what tens of millions of people actually think happened, because a fake news story once again spread out to the internet. Websites everywhere reporting hardcore porn on CNN for 30 minutes. The internet reacts. Millions and millions of views, millions of shares. But wait, there's an update. The Verge says CNN has issued a statement blaming RCN for the incident. Wait, apparently that's being reported from another party that's not affiliated with CNN. Nope, okay, new update. Whole thing was fake. And seemingly, all of this came from one person tweeting, I can't wait until RCN Connects wakes up tomorrow and realizes that hardcore porn was broadcast on CNN instead of Parts Unknown tonight. Side note, I hate fake news. That's not a surprise. I with a passion, hate fake news. But part of me also does want to tip my hat to the person that created this fake story for saying that hardcore porn aired instead of Parts Unknown. A very small, stupid part of my brain appreciates the idea of hardcore porn playing instead of Parts Unknown, which also, by the way, would make for a fantastic DVD title for a first-time transsexual porn. If Anthony Bourdain wants, he could also be in it. He could make it unnecessarily artistic. Winner. Main point, this isn't even on people anymore just sharing stories. This is on the news organizations themselves. But as long as we have the current system, and I don't see it changing anytime soon, where just get as much traffic as possible, it doesn't matter how true it is, because as long as the mob believes that it's true, then these places are just gonna keep cashing checks for days, because why would they not? And the last thing I want to talk about today is a story that hurts my heart. I've been really busy trying to finalize stuff on this channel, some projects, holiday stuff, and I haven't really been able to focus on my social stuff, the subreddit, things like that, even though I've been trying to maintain. What's great is that there are fantastic communities that support and can thrive without me. And there was a post I missed that was sad, but it wasn't specific. It was titled A Message for Phil. My name is Jason Worley. I've watched Phil for several years now, and his words have always brought me comfort in times of great loss. Last Thursday, I lost my children Tyler, age 7, and Charlie, age 3, in a horrific tragedy. Then he talks about how his kids would watch all the videos we put out. Every time Charlie saw Trey, she would point out and say, baby, and watch Trey's every move. Any kind words you can offer would be greatly appreciated. Hold Trey close, he is ever so special. But then, while I wasn't paying attention, people looked further into this story, and they found out that horrific tragedy it's accurate, but words can't really describe the pain that Jason must be in right now. It's public news, but it seems that Jason found out that his wife was cheating on him with his neighbor. Even after finding out, he wanted to figure out a way to make it work for the kids. Then there was a post about how he confronted his wife and the neighbor, and she allegedly responded by threatening to take the kids away. He then realized that being in an unhealthy marriage wouldn't be good for the kids, and there was no reason to stick with it, so he went to talk to a divorce attorney. And then, because she didn't want him to get the kids, she killed her children. She stabbed them and then stabbed herself. Reportedly, she told police, I didn't want him taking them, so I stabbed them. I just wanted to die with them. I just stabbed myself and killed my 2 children. And I don't know what to say. 2 innocent children were killed. Their futures stolen by the person that gave them life. So much love was just ripped from Jason's life. Nothing seems adequate because nothing is adequate for this. The moment you have a kid, it's love and then just fear. Fear that something's gonna happen to them, and he's living this nightmare because of a selfish, horrible person, a horrible monster. So to Jason, to your family, to everyone affected, it's just words. I hope you get through this. This is the most unfair situation. Obviously, I feel a little closer to you just knowing that I've been a small part of your life. But just father to father, human to human, I want you to know that there is love out here for you. And to the nation that's watching, whether it's because you want to support one of your own, or you just want to support a person going through a hard thing. His employer started a GoFundMe so Jason can get through this, for the funeral, the other expenses, and even just so Jason can focus on dealing with his grief, not have to worry about finances at a time like this. It's gonna be top link. If you can donate, you want to donate, do that. If you don't have it, just share his page, not this video, just this page. We gotta try and be there for each other, and I hate that it's the worst stories that make me realize that there is love out there. And I want to pass on the message that Jason was giving to me, and that is, Take who you have in your life and let them know you love them. I know that we just passed Thanksgiving. Maybe you had some uncomfortable table talk, flat out arguments, and cutting off ties. Just remember that there might not be a tomorrow. It's the eventual truth for every single one of us, and the bad things should make us hug longer and hug tighter. Fuck, just even remember to hug it all. And that's actually where I'm gonna end today's show. I love you faces. I hope you have a good Monday, and I will see you tomorrow.